I found this Royal Firebird typewriter from the 70s at a garage sale. The red color attracted me to it right away, and after checking it out, it worked just fine. Came with the manual. When I got it home, I did a little research, and apparently the Litton company had bought Royal by this time, and these typewriters were made for them in Japan. And they're highly collectible. This one sold for $140. I paid $5 for it at the garage sale. This is a pair of vintage Red Wing boots. They have a wool lining and what's called a cork sole. And these were just a couple dollars at a garage sale. Spent about 10 minutes polishing them up, and they sold for $100. This is an Alesis power amp, mainly used for sound reinforcement for live performances, but you could use it for a home stereo too if you had a preamp. This I obtained at an auction. I kept getting outbid on this really high-end Sansui gear. It was going over $800, and finally that guy was done buying, and I was able to get this for $5. Nobody wanted to outbid me on it. Whenever you find these amps, these fins can be very sharp. You got to be careful of these things. But they'll bring good money. This sold for $90. This set of cocktail glasses features game birds, pheasant, a mallard duck, a partridge, and a goose. These were at a garage sale, and I saw that they were marked at 50 cents, and there was a 50-cent sticker on each one of them, and I asked the lady, are these 50 cents for the set? Playing don't, of course. And she said, it's the last day of the sale. Go ahead, you can have them for 50 cents. So I took them, listed them about a month ago, and they just sold for $30, and they're going to our nation's capital. This is one of those new items you see on a table at a garage sale, and I know people are always looking for a place to mount their guns in their trucks. And this is the original Easy Rack gun rack. I guess it installs a little molding around the back window of your pickup truck. Holds a couple of shotguns or rifles. This was $1 at the garage sale, and I sold it for $25. This is a Stimulax massager by Oster, the kind that you wear on your hand. Barbers often wear these in pairs, give you a shoulder massage after your haircut. It's a newer one. See by the UPCC code on there. But these always sell well, $40 to $60 usually. And this was at a garage sale, and it was only $5, and it sold for $65. This is a real heavy canvas gun case, rifle or shotgun. There's a plethora of these in my part of the country due to the big hunting seasons we have here for mostly pheasant in South Dakota. And so I picked these up for $1 or $2 a piece at garage sales. And you know, if the zipper's working, there aren't a lot of holes in them. This one actually, the interior has a little deterioration, but it still sold for $20. I found this really nice Orvis shirt at a church sale. It was only 50 cents, and it took a couple of months, but it sold for $30. A couple more small items from the stereo junk drawer. This is a bubble level for your turntable, and also a stylus force gauge. Very important if you're an audiophile. And these sold for $30. This is another gun case. This is a hard shell leather case, and it's the type where you take down the gun, take the stock and the barrel apart, and you can put them in this case. It does show some distressed areas, but all was disclosed, and this sold for $60. and it was just $1 at a church sale. This is a vintage Risk game from about 1958. I found this quite a while ago. It's been up for a long time, but it's in great shape. So I put a pretty high price on it. Finally got a best offer of $65 for it. And it was a newbie kind of buyer in that with their request, they asked what condition the bottom of the box was in. Well, I wrote them a separate message after accepting the offer. And it took them a whole day, but they did pay. I found this mailbox at a garage sale. It was just $4. I picked it up right away because I know mailboxes do well. And this one's kind of got a hood on it. It's not the real futuristic looking ones that can, I think they sell reproductions for like $200 on Amazon, but it's got kind of a cool look to it, ready for a fresh coat of paint. It's made by the, let's see, it's printed on the back here, see if you can see it. Steel City Corporation of Ohio. And this sold for $100. This is a set of wireless speakers and their transmitter, along with the AC adapters. These are Optimus, made by, or for Radio Shack. And they work rather well. I found them at a garage sale for just $5. And they sold, well, it took a couple of months, but they did sell for $80. Another Hammond organ key sold. This is the F key, keeping score at home. And this is probably the 5th or 6th one of these many octaves of organ keys I got off that Hammond organ I dismantled. And this sold for $4. This is a Crossman Co2 Pistol. It shoots pellets. I found it at a garage sale. The price tag was $5 on it, and I was contemplating buying it, and the guy walks up and he says, "I haven't done anything with that gun, so if you want it, you can have it for $3. Well, of course, I took it. Came with this Uncle Mike's sidekick holster, and then I printed off a owner's manual for it. And it sold for $60. This is a couple cans of older refrigerant. This is the R12 that is no longer sold anymore. It's been banned. But apparently it's okay to sell on eBay, but you have to follow some rules. You have to add a disclaimer that they're supposed to sign and send to you, that they are authorized to use this stuff. I messed up a couple times. Apparently the name Igloo, I got a Vero warning on that, and I took it down. So I put it back up without the Igloo, and then I got a letter from eBay saying they took it down because I didn't have the disclaimer information in my listing. Well, I finally got around to putting that up, and I priced these at $80, and it took less than a week to sell. So if you ever come across this, usually people don't know that it has any value. I bought these for 50 cents a piece, so be on the lookout. These 4 cassette tapes are used. They're TDK Adwa. I don't remember those back in the 70s, but and I don't see them that often, so I guess they're kind of rare. And these 4 sold for $30, and they're going to Italy. This is another phono cartridge from the junk drawer. And down there to the last few of these. This is a Shure M91ED, and this is one of their higher end models. What I thought was cool was that it was stored in this Jet Awake from Target. You can read there. It says 1.5 grains of caffeine. I wonder how many grains of caffeine are in a cup of coffee. But I think I'll keep this bottle. I don't know why, but it looks cool. And this phono cartridge sold for $100. Another Hammond organ key. This is one of the black keys. They're all the same, so they're just sitting in a box. And again, this is off a Hammond M3 organ I dismantled over the winter, and I've sold quite a few of the parts for some pretty big money. And now these keyboard keys are selling for about $4 a piece. This is a pair of Birkenstock double strap slide-on sandals. I found these at a garage sale for $1 last week, and they've already sold for $40. This is an old style bicycle odometer. You attach it to the forks of your bike, and I thought this was really cool. 50 cents was all it was, so I took a chance on it and find out it's really not worth that much. But I priced it at 20 bucks anyway, and it didn't sell on eBay. It sold on Trugether.